Thanks for joining tonight, everybody. I just want to take a moment to welcome everybody. Thanks for all the raids. Thanks for everyone taking time out of the day to be a part of this. Sit tight. Get comfy. Please look forward to tonight. The story will be starting soon. What you're about to hear is the last chapter to a story. I think that's a way you can think about it. What kind of story? Well, this story is one about a young alchemist. Self-proclaimed, that is. It's the middle of the night in Elysium. Most everyone in the guild hall is asleep, not including the one, the only, Magni Dezmond. Up late in his laboratory like always, he's brewing up some sort of new concoction. Something to wow the world as always. I'm almost done. Just a couple more changes, he says, as he reaches for a beaker. He knocks it over. Glass shatters everywhere, and a bright red ooze splatters across the floorboards. The ringing of the glass can be heard across the room and down the hall. In the middle of this night, all the Magmites around stop and stare. Sorry, everyone. Been a little clumsy lately. My eyesight's been getting a little worse. Don't worry, it's nothing. All the Magmites stare up at their master with a concerned look. Sorry. Sorry about that, he says as he reaches down. Let me pick this mess up. Desmond crouches down to pick up the broken beaker. As he rummages around, he notices something odd. A cool wind grazes his palm. What? What is this? He feels a draft. Something's not right. He starts to feel around at the floorboards. And with a click, a heavy wooden door swings upwards, revealing a staircase leading into a dark corridor. What? What is this? I can't see a thing down there, it's so dark. I don't remember installing anything like this. What? Was this you? He gives the Magmites a suspicious glare as they nervously dart their eyes back and forth. Suppose I'll have to figure this out myself, Magni says as he decides to descend the dark staircase. Where could this possibly lead? Sort of darkness emanates from down below. Tap. Tap. The clicks of his heels can be heard echoing from the darkness below. It seemed like they descended forever. What is all this? I can't see a thing, it's so dark. Desmond was scared but determined to find out where this mysterious passage led to. What is this? Is this some sort of prank? No, this is much too much for a simple prank. I was this always here? He walked for what seemed like hours. He could feel the sound of his heart beat against his chest. Eventually he saw some light creaking from around a corner. He slowly approached. What? What is this? Magni found himself at the opening of a passage that led into an expansive room. A bright green glow was seen all around as it emanated from the various machinery and tanks all around. Wires of all sizes lay strewn across the floor and danced to and from the robotic hellscape that laid out in front of him. On either side of the room were 2 rows of large glass tubes. They were massive and reached the ceiling from the ground. Inside, a flurry of bubbling green liquid could be seen swirling about. The machines whirred and chimed as these large glass tubes operated. It seemed that all the chaos in this apparent laboratory was for the sake of these large tanks. The alchemist approached curiously. His eyes widened, and he could feel the heat drain from his face as his feet froze in front of the closest tank. This is just like the Prestige. What? This is impossible. What is this? These things, they look like... They look like me. He muttered through a shaky breath as he got closer to look inside the tank. A figure was floating in the green liquid, curled up into a ball with its eyes closed. As Magni said, the figure inside bore a striking resemblance to himself, though not quite a spitting image. Long flowing hair darted around the tank. The body appeared smaller than the alchemist's frame. One could notice the mole that usually adorned Magni's chin was closer to the eye, and instead of on top of his head, the submerged figure's purple halo lay firmly on the back shoulder. As Magni paced the room cautiously, he realized that every tank contained a similar form, a doppelganger, although each one had slight differences from one another: mole placement, hairstyle, where the halo adorned itself, body build, but undoubtedly these were all Magni Dezmond. These are all... They're me. Not exactly. The alchemist snapped to his side at the sound of someone else's voice. Who's there? Show yourself. From the opposite side of the room emerged a figure, obscured by the shadows. What came forward appeared to be a Magmite. What? What's going on? Mag? The alchemist was stricken with fear. Understandably so, as what stood in front of him was no ordinary Magmite. This Magmite appeared to have a mechanical body. It easily towered at twice the size of Magni when it was propped up. Tubes and wires drilled into the Magmite's pulsing flesh. The healthy purple tone appeared faded and sickly. The dull eyes looked back at Magni with a hollow feel. It wheezed as the gears turned and oil oozed out from the chassis. This was not a simple Magmite. It was a monster. I am Magmite Prime. The very first Magmite. The creature pained to call out from its mouth, hidden behind a mechanical mess. No, I don't recall there being any Magmites that can talk. Magni stood his ground. Is it? Have you ever thought to yourself where Magmites even come from? The monster retorted. No, they've always been here. They're my little mags. Magni averted his eyes and found himself backed into a corner. Ah, so naive you are. And that's what I've always liked about you. So innocent at times. It's cute, really. Magmite Prime chortled as the machinery pulled him closer. The gears turning shook the entire room. As your Mag Lord, I demand an explanation for all this. What are these things? They look like me. Tofu clones. What? Yes. I've spent years trying to perfect the formula. But I do think it's time for you to die now. The monster raised its fist high into the sky. Magni couldn't find any words as he stood frozen. The mechanical beast raised its arm to bring down on the alchemist. Surely one swing would send his guts splattering against the walls. What? Wait. Another Magmite found its way down the staircase. It stood at Magni's feet. It growled up at the monster as it shook with fear. Oh, little one. You're confused. Don't grow attached to them. You know better than that. The beast brought its hand down on the little Magmite. A horrific yelp could be heard as its body turned to mulch. The monster raised its hand to reveal purple guts dripping from the underside. All Magni could do was stand there. What are you? He managed to ask through his short, labored breaths. The Magmite monstrosity seemed to hesitate. It took a breath and spoke. I guess it wouldn't do any harm at this point. Magmite Prime began to tell his own story. Many years ago, there was an alchemist. Or should I say alchemist in training. He had someone very dear to him. They were dear to each other. But their time was cut short. This person was lost to him. And the alchemist couldn't bear it. To be without the person he loved most. So he turned to his forte. Alchemy. The union of magic and science. And desperation. Oh, how clever he thought he was. He wanted to bring this person back. If he could only just have a single minute together again. A chance to say goodbye. Anything. So he took to his lab. Creating life was a simple task for the great Magni Dezmond. What a fool. He poured everything he could into his alchemy. Broke every rule there was to break. Using some hair in his lover's old dorm room at the academy, he transcribed everything about this person into the magic for his cauldron. The perfect recipe! Or so he thought. Out of the bubbling ooze of a lover's desperation came me, the first Magmite. Magmite Prime, as I've known myself as. A pitiful attempt at bringing that person back. The science was as incomplete as the magic was incomprehensible. I am some sort of copy. An imitation. He looked at me with such disgust. But for me, I held all that love they had for each other. All those memories and details that the alchemist poured into that cauldron. Everything. And so, I loved him too. But I wasn't enough. I lacked form, function, and most importantly, life. I wasn't real enough for him. So he kept trying. Magmite after Magmite. But still, he was too inexperienced. Lacked the information and the secrets to accomplish what he was trying to do. I saw more and more of us tossed to the side. Failure after failure. But each one bred with the same love that those two students once shared. Unreciprocated, of course, in this form. It was taking its toll on him. The magic was taking more from him than he had anticipated. With each attempt, a little bit of his life escaped him. I saw him grow. Tired. Sick. Empty. A husk of that starry-eyed alchemist that I once knew. He was at his end. We could see it. We could all see it. And although he tossed each one of us aside, I still loved him. And we all did. he succumbed to his passion. Up here in this decrepit lab, tucked away in some no-name village orbiting Elysium, I was abandoned. We all were. And I couldn't take it. So I took up his mantle and furthered his research. Together, my brothers, no, my reflections more like, we developed a branch of alchemy known as tofu cloning. We built on our creator's work and poured our love into him and more. Eventually we did it. Magni Dezmond was once more. But ironically, we fell to the same pitfalls our master once did. These tofu clones were not right, not full. They were taken from when my master was falling ill, when he was at his weakest. Each one barely had enough life in them to speak. What? This can't be. You're lying. Oh. I do wish I was. Unfortunately not. I didn't have enough time. I was barely awake. I felt myself waning, as my master once did. It felt like walking through a heavy fog at times. My mind grew cloudy. I could feel my time coming, but my work was not finished. So I built myself a prison, this body, to keep the job going. A mechanical body to keep myself sustained. But it keeps me confined down here. I command the little ones. They are weaker and dumber than I am. But their longevity and resilience prove useful to me. So we kept going. Tofu clone after tofu clone. Each one a little better than the last. Each one a little different from the last. No clone was the same. We strive for that perfection that was lost to us. It seems each new version learns a little something from the failure before. And eventually, the time comes for the clone to expire. As you are now. What? The alchemist was visibly confused by all this. What are you talking about? You're going to die now, Magni Dezmond. Have you noticed yourself getting weaker? A broken back. Vision, not quite as sharp as it used to be. The alchemist was silent. Exactly. Your time to expire has come, and a new you awaits. While the Magmite was distracted, Magni broke into a dead sprint out of the laboratory. He needed to get out of there. He ran as fast as he could. But his steps felt heavy. Magmite Prime called to him down the corridor. There's no use, Magni. It's either me or time that will take you. Little ones, bring him to me. The words grew faint as Dezmond got further down the hall. But his lungs failed him, and he collapsed against the cold steel of the wall. As his vision grew blurry, he caught the glimpse of a wave of Magmites approaching. I guess this is it. Desmond closed his eyes as images of his time at the academy came to him. The busy halls, the crowded library, the first time he and that warrior met and shared a meal. Fond memories consoled him as he let out his final breath. The Magmites came to find a lifeless Magni Dezmond lying against the wall. "Throw him in with the others," the commanding Magmite ordered. The little ones carried Magni's body to a room with a large opening at the bottom of the floor. Water lapped at the sides. All you could see was a dark blue through the white foam churning on the surface. The Magmites threw Magni's body into the water. Eventually it floated to the bottom, where it lay aside countless other Magnis, each one slightly different from the other. As we pan out from the bottom of the ocean floor, we even lose track of the Magni that was just with us a moment before. He was now lost in this crowd. Above, the Magmites pulled their levers, pressed their buttons. The machinery screamed, and steam escaped through the cracks. One of the large glass tubes opened, and the body inside slid onto the cold floor. It shook violently as green liquid escaped its mouth. Its eyes were listless, dull. The Magmites clothed this new Magni as they guided him up the stairs back into his lab. With each step, more and more color came to this clone's face. Black and gray started to wash out against the colors beaming down from the opening at the top of his predecessor's old lab. Memories. Whose exactly? Unsure at this point. But nonetheless, the memories started to rush into his head, still in a foggy daze. As the Magmites brought him into his room, they closed the hidden door and scattered about the place. At that moment, Magni's eyes snapped to life as he stood at his desk in front of all these people. The stream is starting, and it's time to meet the one, the only, the great Magni Dezmond. Hi there! The name's Magni Dezmond. the one, the only, the great Magni Dezmond, self-proclaimed alchemist of HOLOSTARS English, the Guild Tempest. It's nice to meet you all. Feel a little weird. I must have taken a nap. I don't remember falling asleep, but I don't know. I guess I must have passed out a little earlier. Huh? How's everyone doing? Oh, welcome back. Thank you. I wasn't gone for long. Didn't I stream yesterday? I don't know. Can't remember. I look great. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've been on this new skincare routine. Uh-huh. Snail tear serum really works its magic sometimes. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know. I don't know what... Because usually when you put on clothes, they shrink in the wash. And yes, I know what you're going to say, but I do wash my clothes. I know there was some controversy about that. But oddly enough, I feel like my clothes are a little big. Can the... Chat, you tell me. You tell me, chat. Can clothes get bigger in the laundry? I don't know. Well, then I'm obviously not asking you. If you don't know, just don't say anything. Because if you don't say anything, you don't know. The people with the answer are going to type in the chat, and then their message is going to go to the top because I have 1,000 people saying, I don't know. I've never done it. Well, if you don't know and you've never done it, then obviously I'm not asking for your input. I also don't know. Thanks. I don't know. I'll have to get the little mags to tailor my uniform to fit me a little better. Ugh, it smells a little... smells a little... musky? I don't know. But hello there, everyone. Thanks for coming. I just like to take a moment and say I appreciate everyone finding the time to come over here. And, I think there's... Oh, wow, there's a lot of... Have there always been this many Magmites before? Because I think there's a couple of new faces here. Well, allow me to introduce myself again. When you introduce yourself, you usually introduce your family, don't you? What do you think? Well, I couldn't have done all that I have as an alchemist without some help, of course. What are we without our family, right? So I'd like to take a moment, thank my mama and papa for helping me get to this point. My mama, Shoichi Furumi. Only a mother's love could put up with my bullshit. So thank you, Furumi-san, for all the hard work. As well as Jujube-san, Mega Jujube. My papa, thank you again. Thank you both. Not only them, but there's been a lot of work behind the scenes from a lot of people. My manager especially. As well as another person that I can't really name right now, but who worked very, very with a lot of effort behind the scenes. So thank you, everyone, for helping us get to this point. Yes, thank you, everybody. And thank you, my little mags, for being here for this. So yeah, like I said, new skincare routine. You guys recommended the caffeine drops in the eyes. You know, I tried that out a little bit. Switched my moisturizer around. And you know what? I don't know. I think, man, those Koreans, they really know their stuff, huh? That skincare routine. My goodness. But like I said, there's a lot of new mags here. And I think I'd like to take a time to show some little flares that Magni Dezmond has that many of you might be familiar with, but not everyone else. As you can see, my glove cloak. A key part of the great Magni Dezmond, the notorious glove cloak. You want to take a better look? Sure thing, let me get a little closer. Stand back. I'm about to mag. Whoop-choo! What does Kung Fu Panda say? Chapow! What does he say? Shazam! No, that's someone else. Can't remember. Oh! I told myself I was gonna say this. Skadoosh! Yeah, skadoosh. It's kind of like my motto. It's like my catchphrase, if you didn't know. A wonderful glove cloak to brandish my various potions and such. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's put those away before someone gets hurt. The glove cloak, like I said, is an integral part of being an alchemist here. I couldn't do half the things that I aim to do without it. But it's quite heavy sometimes. Not only that, but do you know how hot it gets in my laboratory with all these cauldrons brewing? Sometimes I need to just undo it. Oh. That's better. It's nice to air it out a little bit. Got the steam clouds rising. Ah, but it's just about to be summer. So maybe that's not quite enough. Or perhaps you just want to show off a little extra to the special little mags. Know what I'm saying? Ah. There you go. That's much better. Much more airy, don't you think? Whew. Ah. Some of you might be wondering what that tag is right there pinned to my chest. That is a Philosopher's Stone, 10,000 lost souls. Who died in a completely natural disaster. Oh, that poor city. But anyways. But man, this thing is really heavy. You know, sometimes I don't want to be walking around with a big heavy cloak weighing me down. So let me just... That's better. Just stretch. Yeah. Oh, my back. Okay. Alright. That's much better, though. Yeah. Ah! You noticed, didn't you? Yes. I got some new volumizing mousse. Hair mousse. You see this? I know. I know. How much do you think my haircut cost me? Answer, 0. I cut it myself. In a way that makes it so no one else can replicate the iconic Magni Dezmond hairstyle. Ah, ooh la la. L'Oreal, because I'm worth it. I mean, generic brand shampoo not affiliated with any company and/or brand, because I'm worth it. Thank you, yes. But yeah, feeling my hair a little more smooth, voluminous than it usually was. It's just little changes in your life. A little skincare product here, change of shampoo there, exfoliator, moisturizer, and a little bit of sunscreen goes a long way. Also, I think the most important thing, people say, hey, look, you're looking much better. Wow, you look great. What is it? Is it the fish oil? Actually, you just drink more water. Yeah, it turns out Chet's right. You just gotta hydrate, and man, change your life, really. Get yourself one of those big thermoses. You know, you slap the stickers on to show what a cool guy you are. But anyways, I'd like to just stress again that it's been a long journey up to now. And a lot of people worked very hard. To get me here in front of you guys right now. So thank you again to Furumi-san and Jujube-san for bringing me here today. And various manager-sans. That, to be honest, kind of had to go through some shit to help me here. So I could have not said that, but I really want all you Mags to know how hard all these people worked. But we got it done. So thank you everyone once again. Yes. Greater, and greaterest Magni Dezmond. Ah, and you like the drip, yes. Yeah, I'm kind of like, you know, we're rocking the kind of Steve Jobs. Would you like a better view? Let me back up here a little bit. Can you see me all right from over there? Yeah? Okay, so yeah, this is my drip. Well, let me grab. So some of you might not be familiar, but this is it. This is my drip. This is my Riz. All of the above. Take a good look at it. How are we doing? Thank you, everyone. Let me get up here again. Who said chicken legs? I have a lot of alchemy to do, okay? Do you know the things I provide to the people of Elysium? Without me, there would be no potions. You understand? I don't have time to be doing calf raises when there's magic and science to be done. You understand? So don't ever talk about my chicken legs again! I'll kill you. That's right. Because it's genetic. The calves. I do calf raise after calf raise. I can't. I tried. They just won't grow. I'm over it. This was a long time coming, and I'm excited to just stream and spend some more time with you guys going forward. And I hope that you look forward to it. And I hope that you don't mind if I take off my jacket every now and then. Speaking of, we're actually going to do a stream right after this one. A very short one. Very short one. Just a little bit of singing. Just a little bit. An unarchived stream. And I think, just like this one, it's going to be a little special. Just a tiny bit. So right after this... In fact, let's set that up right now. Right after this, I'll be doing an unarchived stream, continuing the chat, as well as it will be unarchived because I'll be singing some songs. And the waiting room for that is now up. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone, for all the kind words and the support up to now, and just being here for this special day for me. Special day for me, and I think a lot of people. So, much appreciated. I'll see you soon, okay? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the super chats and memberships. And the gifted. I'll see you soon, okay? It's scheduled for 9:15, which is about a little like 20 minutes from now, but I'm going to try going live as soon as I can, okay? I'll see you there. I hope you join me because I do have a little bit of I have a lot to sing about. And I have some song choices that I think you'll really appreciate, yeah? See you soon.